Chris, Kansas, on the Internet. How are you, my friend?
Doing great. First-time caller and first-time protester.
Oh, thank you. So you were there yesterday, huh?
Absolutely. We went to
Tell us all
Lincoln
about
Memorial.
Yep.
We went to the Lincoln Memorial. We walked up to the barricades, and we decided they shouldn't be there, so we took them down, and we went inside.
Let me ask you something. I'm told the police were pretty good. Is that correct?
At the Lincoln Memorial, they were very polite. They let us in. We stayed for 15, 20 minutes, and then they asked us to leave, and we were, polite back, and we left. This was Saturday, and then Sunday we came back and kind of did the same thing, but this time we decided to take the barricades and actually haul them up to the White House, and that's when it got a little rough. The riot police were called out, and they started pushing us around.
Really?
Absolutely. Really the group was very peaceful. We had one person who got a little bit out of hand. They were going to throw a barricade over the White House fence, and as soon as the members of this group figured out what was going on, we put a stop to it immediately before the Secret Service even had a chance to apprehend him. Mm-hmm. But we went ahead and went on around to the front of the White House.
So nothing like John Kerry, who threw keys over the fence. Nobody threw anything over the fence, correct?
Absolutely not. Not that I saw.
Let me ask you a few quick questions. Any women mauled, assaulted, raped?
Well, no.
I just want to know. We have the Occupy movement. I just want to make a comparison here.
Well, the riot police kind of pushed a woman around right before my eyes, so that was
really?
Absolutely.
Now, these riot police, were they with the Metropolitan Police in D.C.?
I'm not 100% sure. They brought them out. They had their gear on, their batons. There was also, Secret Service, out front. And we were standing up against the gate, in front of the White House, not the mall side, but the other side. And we hadn't been, causing any trouble, and they came upon us and started telling us we had to leave, and they were going to put a barricade up in front so we couldn't stand there and protest. And we decided to stay, and this woman, she was standing there, and she refused to leave, and they started pushing her around. At that point, the crowd got a little upset and started, chanting, shame on you, shame on you. And we went ahead and surrounded the riot police and just, we didn't do anything to them. We just squeezed in, and they were trapped. And, finally we told them, we said, we'll let you out. We'll make a hole and we'll let you out, but you're not taking that woman. And they went ahead and they backed off. Then a little bit later, they actually started putting barricades up and pushing us back again. And so we thought, well, enough of this. We actually took the barricades and we started picking them up. We handed them out through the crowd, and we just got rid of the barricades so they couldn't barricade the place in. By the time it was all said and done, they were behind their own little barricade, and we were still protesting. So I've never seen anything quite like it. But I got shoved around a little bit, kind of pushed, and a couple of them were a little bit rough, but most of them were very polite. I think they didn't want to be there, either. So, but it was an interesting experience.
All right. So, but what's amazing to me is I was once a deputy solicitor at the Interior Department. These things don't happen without the Secretary of Interior and the President of the United States knowing about them. So I just want the American people to understand Obama pretends, he's an observer, he's not involved. He's intimately involved in this. It's so outrageous. I was also there when we closed the government several times under Ronald Reagan, and none of this occurred. None of it. That's why I have nothing but contempt for this man and his administration and his party, and contempt for my own party for not standing up to this. Well, Chris, you're a great patriot. May I send you a signed Liberty Amendments?
Oh, absolutely. That'd be great. Thanks.
You're terrific, buddy, so don't hang up. Let's get that off to Chris. I had several people there at this event who send me emails and contact me and so forth. I'm still watching to see if any World War II vet is manhandled and or arrested. So far, no. So far, no. But I don't have high hopes because, this president brings these mob tactics to the federal government. I mean, it is just appalling what's going on. And one of the points I've made over the weeks has apparently picked up on this government shutdown. I said, take a look, See what your government's doing, and now imagine them controlling Obamacare and your health care. Why do you think they put the IRS in charge of it? Imagine what they would do in a government shutdown, quote unquote, when they control the health care. This is what I've been talking about and raised probably the first day of the so-called shutdown. You can see with your own eyes.